Hi, today is the 23rd of December, and we're almost done with Vlogmas. Getting close. I actually think I'm going to continue the videos out past and just do all of December. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying Vlogmas this year. I did not video anything yesterday. As I mentioned before, we had a celebration of life, and we spent the whole day with friends and family and had a good time. And when we got home, it was nearly bedtime, and I wanted to sit with my family. They played a game called In a Pickle, and I sat there and worked on my socks. But I just wanted to be with my family and not be running around doing more things to make things special for my family. I wanted to just enjoy some time with them. So I also realized after I went to bed that I didn't open my advent calendars for that day before I went to bed. So we're going to do that right now. So this is the 22nd. That's very pretty. That's lovely. I'm noticing that if I hold them still, they're not as easy to pick up. So I'm hoping that by tilting it a little bit, the camera will definitely be getting it. And our tea for today is Earl Grey. This is the same place that is making tea in South Carolina, so I'm looking forward to that. Earl Grey is actually one of my favorite teas, so that should be tasty. I'm going to make that up in a few minutes. Yesterday, and I haven't gotten back to this today, so this is all of yesterday's progress. We have heels, and we have two of them, and they are turned, and the gussets are worked, and the decreases are done. These are very awkward to show on thing. So I loved the way the pattern worked up here. Little checks and V's, and it kind of looks like it's spiraling around the cuff. And then I really liked this short stripe action that's going on, but I also really like how it worked up here in where those shorter stripes are being forced to go just back and forth instead of going all the way around. It changes the pattern for that. I almost wish there was some way I could duplicate it on the toe, but of course toes are worked around and around and around, just to make it look like there was something different going on in the heels and toes, so that like the pattern matched better. But like I said, we got two of these done. I did sit at the party. My husband's grandmother wanted a big party with good food, and that is what she had. Very admirable woman and an admirable knitter while we're on the topic of crafts. The sweater vest that I was wearing on Monday, she had made. And the kids are often wearing mittens that she made. She made lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of mittens. All right. So moving on, today we have gotten up, done housey stuff, gone to the library, gotten gas. Everyone is apparently getting gas right now. Like, there was a huge line and tons of people there. I have no idea. Oh, I suppose everybody's going out of town. They were also getting their cars washed. I just washed my windows. So I am going to open today's Vlogmas. I am going to open today's Advent, and then I am going to wrap presents and see about cookies. Bunny has decided that she would like to collaborate on her pajamas with me, In part, it's just I don't have enough time and she's being nice to me. But in part, it's she wants to make sure that I get the sleeves the right size and everything right. So I am going to actually wrap up her fabric instead of trying to squeeze making pajamas into today. Also, I think she'd prefer cookies. I mean, she wants the pajamas. She definitely wants the pajamas. But I think she also wants cookies. So that's my plan. Some wrapping, some podcasts, some knitting, and then some cookies. So we are getting together with my husband's family tomorrow, and then Christmas is just us, and the day after Christmas we'll get together with my family. And I'm feeling very much like, yeah, there's more stuff I could do, but I've done a lot, and that's going to be good enough. We're going to bake some cookies and have some fun. I really like to sit down with my family and play a couple of board games. I don't know if that's going to happen. Everybody's a little bit... Everybody's a little high-strung. There was lots of sugar yesterday. So, we'll see. All right. Needle and thread. Kind of a stripy tonal chartreuse with some pink spots, rusty orange spots, not pink. And, we have some more of the green. And we have a lovely ornament. Look at that. She does have tutorials up on her channel about some of the processes. I don't think this is... I think this might be the second one she did. I'm not sure. On her channel, which is Arian Rana. So you could kind of see how she's making these. That's really beautiful. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to hang this on my tree, or if I'm going to keep it down here so that I can look at it always. But I'm leaning toward tree. And then I can hang up one of the others in here. Maybe I'll hang up the wolf in here. Egyptian licorice, warming and naturally spicy sweet. All right. This sounds really good. I am probably not going to drink it for quite a while, though. I can have licorice, I just can't have it all the time. And I'm noticing more and more teas are putting it in there because it is sweet. But the rest of this looks really good. Cinnamon and orange and ginger and cardamom, black pepper, clove, cinnamon bark oil. I bet this tastes really good. So I'm going to give myself a couple of weeks and then I'm going to try this one. All right, I'm going to get to work. All right. Hi. It is 11:30 on the 23rd. I have 3 batches of cookie dough sitting in my freezer or in my fridge, chilling out, getting ready to be done in the morning. My daughter wanted one of the shawls for her stuffy, and then when I was like, here, she wanted 2 shawls, one for another stuffy as well, so that both bunnies can have a shawl. So I got one done. I'm going to cast on for the other. I have to go upstairs and I have to bake the Sculpey. My daughter's made these cute little things. My son made some. They need to be baked. That one in particular is going to take forever. There's a whole bunch of them, but they are intended to be gifts. So they need to get baked, and they need to get baked tonight. I might get inspired and do some sort of cookie that just requires that I throw it in the oven. The cookie dough in the refrigerator is sugar cookies, and then so my sugar cookie recipe is my great-great-grandmother's, and we also use the same cookie dough to do our mincemeat cookies and cherry-filled cookies and apple-filled cookies, which is why I have so many batches of them. And the mincemeat are definitely happening. That is my favorite cookie. That is my father's favorite cookie. And that was one of the cookies my son specifically requested. I have totally screwed up with the cookies. I looked in the pantry real briefly, and I thought that I saw the glacé cherries. You know, the red and green ones you get around this time. What I actually saw was 2 containers of citron and a container of candied lemon or orange peel, which is great, which means I can have my Hoska, but there is not any there are not any cherries, and furthermore there are not any cherries at any of the stores I went to tonight in a mad dash to try to make happy daughters, which basically just made an unhappy Julia. And then I got home and I was upset, and then they were upset, and they had been playing a board game, which I'm glad they were enjoying themselves, but I kind of was like, I wanted to play a board game with you. And everyone got upset because everyone's stressed out and eating too much junk and not getting enough sleep. And my husband got the girls calmed down, and I started making cookie batter like a mad woman. And they came out and said, "We're having a Pink Panther marathon with popcorn. Are you in?" And I said, "Yes, of course I'm in." So we sat in our semi-dark living room watching episode after episode of Pink Panther and eating yummy popcorn, and I actually knit this almost entirely in the dark. So the evening ended up being really nice, even though if you would have asked me at about 7 if that was going to be the case, I would have said no. And my older son came over right as we were having dinner, and he I don't even know why he came over. He just came over. It was good. He wouldn't have dinner with us even though we were eating and there was plenty. But he seeing as he was here and he was going straight home, I gave him his steaks, and I talked with my mother-in-law about the problem he's having, and she said, well, I don't know if this is a thing, but if you could get a Rubbermaid container and drill a couple of holes in it, that you could clip the lid to the bottom and put a padlock through it. So we talked about that. Maybe he can make that happen, although he's not certain there would be enough room, or it would be kind of in the way. But if it means he gets to eat his own food. So he was talking about things, and everything was all very adult problems, and it was really nice. Not that he's having the problems, but that the things he's focusing on are things that are important for life and that sort of thing. So he just seemed very much a grown-up tonight. So, all right, I have like, I don't know, hours and hours of Sculpey baking left. That one guy is so thick. All right, I'm going to say goodnight. I don't know when I'm going to put up a video tomorrow, or even how much footage there will be. Wow, maybe I should just go to bed. I'm hoping to get up fairly early and make a lot of cookies. We're not obligated to bring any cookies or anything like that tomorrow. It's very low-key and relaxed. But I'd like to have the cookies. I know I always run out of steam on doing Christmas cookies after Christmas. And I'd really like the cookies. I am feeling very bad about the cherries, though. I even looked around in the bakery area to see if they had any of the, because it's the butter spritz style cookie with the cherry on top that they really wanted. So, but even the bakery section didn't have any, so I cannot do it. I did try maraschino cherries on it one year and that did not work, so there doesn't seem to be a solution other than to pay more attention next year. Good night.